What happens when one of Android's most beloved smartphone brands slowly starts disappearing from major markets? That's the question many OnePlus fans are asking right now. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. And while nothing has been officially confirmed as the end of the brand, OnePlus redirecting customers to Oppo in some regions has sparked serious concerns. But here's the interesting part. This isn't just about OnePlus. It could completely reshape the Android smartphone market, with brands like Nothing and Oppo standing to benefit the most. For years, OnePlus built a loyal community by offering flagship-level phones at prices that undercut the competition. It wasn't just about powerful specs, it was about identity. The flagship killer philosophy made OnePlus feel like the underdog that challenged bigger brands without trying to be like them. Now, however, things seem to be changing. Reports suggest that OnePlus is reducing its presence in certain markets, especially parts of Europe, while Oppo is becoming the primary focus. Since both brands are owned by the same parent company, this strategy makes business sense. But for existing OnePlus users, it raises a lot of practical questions. Will software updates continue as promised? Will official accessories still be available? Will customer support remain the same? And perhaps most importantly, will Oppo give OnePlus devices the same level of attention they've received until now? These aren't small concerns. When people invest hundreds of dollars into a smartphone, they expect years of support. A change in brand strategy naturally creates uncertainty. What's especially interesting is the timing. Around the same period that rumors about OnePlus scaling back began spreading, Nothing has been expanding aggressively. If that sounds like more than a coincidence, remember who founded Nothing. Carl Pei, the same entrepreneur who co-founded OnePlus and helped build its passionate fan base from the very beginning. Carl Pei understood something many smartphone companies still struggle with today. People don't just buy specifications, they buy into a brand's personality and vision. That's exactly what Nothing has been trying to recreate. Instead of competing solely on benchmark scores or camera megapixels, Nothing focuses on distinctive design, creative software features, and building an active community. Their transparent hardware, glyph interface, and unique software experience immediately make their phones stand out in a market where many devices look nearly identical. Even though Nothing's latest phones may not match flagship competitors in raw performance, many users appreciate the experience they offer. Sometimes having a phone that's genuinely fun to use matters just as much as having the fastest processor. And Nothing isn't just talking big, they're expanding globally. The company recently opened its first flagship retail store in India, one of the world's largest smartphone markets. It has also announced plans for stores in New York and Tokyo, showing clear ambitions to become a truly global smartphone brand. If OnePlus leaves a gap in Western markets, Nothing appears perfectly positioned to fill it. But they're not the only company watching closely. Oppo may actually become one of the biggest winners. While OnePlus has traditionally focused on delivering balanced flagship phones at competitive prices, Oppo has increasingly leaned into innovation and premium hardware. Devices like the Find X9 Ultra demonstrate that Oppo isn't afraid to push camera technology and premium design much further. If former OnePlus customers eventually decide to try Oppo devices, many may discover that they're getting flagship hardware combined with features OnePlus never fully embraced. Then again, smartphone buyers today are changing. A few years ago, the fastest processor was everything. Every new chip delivered noticeable improvements. Today, that's no longer the case. Modern flagship processors are already incredibly powerful. Even mid-range phones handle demanding apps and games surprisingly well. That means companies can no longer rely on specifications alone to attract buyers. Identity is becoming more important than ever. That's where the contrast becomes fascinating. Nothing is betting on personality, design, and community. Oppo is betting on premium innovation and standout hardware. Samsung continues offering reliability and a mature ecosystem. Google focuses on AI and the pure Android experience. Meanwhile, OnePlus seems to be losing the unique position it once occupied. Ironically, many fans believe the OnePlus 13 represented everything the company stood for. It offered excellent performance, attractive design, solid cameras, and generous launch promotions that made it one of the best value flagship phones available. But with newer models moving toward more conventional designs, some longtime enthusiasts feel the brand has lost part of its identity. Ultimately, this story isn't just about one smartphone company potentially changing direction. It's about how the smartphone industry itself is evolving. Performance has reached a point where almost every premium phone is fast enough. That means the competition shifts towards design, software experience, brand identity, and emotional connection with users. Whether Nothing becomes the new enthusiast favorite, Oppo captures OnePlus loyalists, or Samsung and Google absorb much of the remaining market, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The next smartphone battle won't be won by the company with the fastest chip. It'll be won by the company that gives people the strongest reason to care. And if OnePlus is really entering a new chapter, its biggest legacy may not be the phones it sold, but the space it's about to leave behind. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.